What are you willing to believe to let go of your neck, back, arm, shoulder pain, all the pain in our body? For a guy who is out exercising, look at this beautiful spot, by the way, very quickly, just going for a quick walk, run, workout. And why am I saying, what are you willing to let go of, is because I was the guy who, some other videos earlier have shared over the last few years, moved from chronic pain, which I discovered for me, I'm no expert, but I discovered for me was tension myositis syndrome, or TMS, or whatever you'd like to call it, founded and named by a wonderful Dr. John Sarno, who's now passed. And coming across Dr. Sarno in bed, broken, chronic neck, arm, RSI pain, so bad I couldn't get out of bed. This is going back a few years back now. And starting to apply his methodology and processes over the years has now got me to a place where I now live pain-free. And when my pain does come up, I've got some tools and processes that I now use that help me to get out of pain and back into a full, active, robust, pain-free body, mind, and get to live and do the things that I want to do in all the ways that I want to do it in my life. Getting back to the beginning of this video, why I'm doing this quick short video is I spoke to a good friend of mine yesterday. I have a small training, coaching, consulting business, and I had a lady on one of my little workshops, and she's been dealing with chronic shoulder pain. And cut a long story short, I could just see the stress in her, not just the pain stress, but the life stress that she's got. I know what she's got going on in her life. And later on, actually this morning, we were chatting a little bit by text, and I sent her, so she and I were talking, and I sent her some information on Dr. John Sarno, and I said, you may want to consider this because what I learned from Dr. Sarno is that, so much of our physical pain is actually due to mental things that our brain does, and through the stresses of our life, present and past. And classic response, my doctor said that I've got bursitis, and I tripped and I fell, and that's why I have pain, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not discrediting any doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert, but I have been diagnosed with the herniated disc and the spur and the thing, and I don't have any pain, and I know there's many people that have the same that don't have pain. So without being an expert, all I would have you consider this if you're watching this and you're dealing with this TMS body pain. The first thing that I learned was it's deciding that it's mental and not physical. That's me, and that's the journey I've gone on, and that's what's freed me up from pain. And let me tell you, I've had pain so bad in bed where I literally, the thought of going to bed is a nightmare, because my neck would start locking up to the point where it felt like my discs were all closed, the classic symptoms. And to then do my process, get counseling, do the TMS work. And by the way, I'm going to put a report together, outline what I've done, and I'll keep you updated on that. And I don't have pain. I didn't get treatment. I didn't go and get surgery, and I live pain-free. So all I'm saying is, for my friend, firstly, I went back to her and said, well, consider this. With the B and the F and the doctor proposing that it's the C and the B and the at, and then how is it that Africans who trip and fall and fight and live off the savannah, that probably have bursitis and disc and that, have no pain? Yet we in this Western world, with all the stress and all the stuff that we deal with, past trauma, blah, 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 all this stuff, we have this chronic body, neck and back pain, right? So I said, maybe just something that you want to consider, because I'm not discrediting doctors, and I'm not discrediting that there is very real pain and concerns out there that people are dealing with. But what if some of it was emotional, caused by the brain? Because this brain, I think, is so powerful, and I think the things that it can do, you get an idea, you want to build a house, you visualize it, you build the house, you manifest what you dream. This brain that we have and what it can do and manifest, I don't know how it all works, but I do know it's a very powerful tool, and I can only go on what I have done to get cure my neck and back pain and live pain-free and live a better, happier life. And when I do get it, knowing how to talk to my body, coach myself, and tell myself, stop it, we're okay, we're good, and the pain goes, right? So, but that's just me. I'm not professing that I'm any expert in medical or doctoring or anything like that. I'm just going on personal experience. So coming back, if you find this of interest and you're dealing with pain, you're dealing with body pain, neck, arm bursitis, and the shoulder, and the fibromyalgia, and this and that and the other, you may just want to consider that it could be partly or greatly mental. And maybe if it was physical, what if it was physical and you still got to live pain-free? Go also check out, oh God, what's his name? Bruce Lipton, John Sarno, and the other gentleman, I've forgotten his name right now, but he also was in a major accident and got through. So love to you all. It sucks living with pain. It sucks staying attached to why we think we have pain, because we feel like that there's no way out. And I'm just saying, from me to you, I live pain-free. It's not a straight line journey. There is work to do. It's not an overnight success. You've got to journal. You've got to take a look inside. You've got to be willing to do the inner work and look at why you're doing certain things. If you're an extremist, you're a perfectionist, you're concerned about other people's opinions, these are all these things that contribute to TMS, pain coming on in the body that our brain does. And it's learning how to rewire that brain. It's another conversation. Like I said, I'm going to put some sort of report or book or something together to really outline what I've learned and how I've done it, because a lot of people are reaching out and asking, and I want to do what I can to help people in this space. But consider, if you are dealing with physical pain and you haven't looked into the psychological side of things, even if it's to support your doctoring medical treatment, please, from me to you, look at it, because it changed my life. And I want everyone to have a full, rich, robust life. And if it means looking at things differently, I assure you it has worked for me and many thousands that you can see here on YouTube and elsewhere. So love to you. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay conscious, and just dare to take a look at what your mind might be able to do to help you in different ways to feel better. Speak soon.